If you guys haven't watched my last video, let me catch you up to speed. My E92 M3 is totaled, and in today's video, we're gonna be picking up a new car. Now I know a lot of you guys are thinking, why in the world would he sit there and buy the same car twice? And at first, I was gonna get an M6 with that S63. Yes, those engines do have some issues, but if you consider they're around $30,000 and how much horsepower they make, they are a pretty good bargain. I was also thinking of getting an F80 or an F82, but even after looking at those cars and even test driving them, I don't know, I just didn't feel that same connection I had with the E92 M3. Now, what really made me fall in love with this car is when I actually saw one driving down the road right after the accident, and I don't know, it just literally broke my neck. You would think after owning this car for a while, I wouldn't still fanboy over it, but for some reason, I'm just that connected with these E92 M3s. I don't know why. You can call it an addiction, whatever you want, but I had very specific parameters for this car. It had to have the extended leather package, it had to have the manual transmission, I wanted a carbon roof, and I kind of wanted the heated seats, but sadly weren't able to get that today. Now, after a couple weeks of searching, I made my way down to Stockbridge, Georgia, where this used car dealership, Fabulous Used Auto, had the car. Now, they went ahead and pulled the car around the back, and they sat there and took us on the drive, and everything checked out fine. And a big shout out to them, they were very professional, and they're able to get me in and out the door pretty quickly. Now, the first thing I did when driving the car was actually take it to a car meet, and it kind of ended in the usual Atlanta fashion with the police shutting it down, even though it was a park and chill. I also went ahead and took it on some back roads with my friend CJ with his E46 M3, and the car felt really good as well. Now, the first mod I did when I got this car immediately was install a ZHP weighted shift knob. I had one on my E92 M3, and somehow during the car accident, I actually ripped that shift knob off, and it was actually stuck in my hand, and I decided that should be the first thing that goes on this car. So I went ahead and cut the leather and installed a ZHP shift knob. Here is the new car, my Alpine White 2008 E92 M3. Now, it did take me a while to find another one of these because I'm very particular about what I want. And if any of you guys are in the market for these cars, you know these things are actually pretty hard to find. First off, I was thinking about getting a DCT, but I decided I really wanted the manual. I wanted to have a carbon roof, and it had to have the extended leather package and the individual sound system. Now, I know a lot of you guys might be asking, why would you get the same exact car again? And at first I thought, maybe I might get an F80 because these things are kind of expensive. An F80 is not that far off. But I don't know, I've driven a lot of fast turbo cars. I know this car is not fast in a straight line, and it's not meant for that. But the enjoyment I get out of driving this car, no other car has came close. I even tried driving a V10 M5. I even sat there and drove a 335 IS, but I love this car. I can't explain it. And at first, I was really stuck on getting the F80 M3. I've been wanting that car for a while before my last car got totaled. But what happened was I was heading up to Gatlinburg, and I just saw an E92 M3 drive by me, and the way just seeing somebody else driving that car made me realize an F80 will always be there, but I need to get one of these right now. This is my dream car for a reason, and after losing mine, I realized I love this car way more than I thought. It's a really fun car to drive, the high revving V8. Now, I do have some crazy plans for this car. I might be getting boosted wheels, of course, all the carbon fiber like last time. This car is bone stock, except the muffler and resonator delete. I really do kind of hate the way it sounds right now, but it is bone stock, no tune, stock everything, but it looks super clean. No wing, which is kind of crazy. They did give me the carbon fiber diffuser, which looks really nice, and I see some side skirts, but they're only the rear part, which makes you wonder, were there front ones? Maybe they got destroyed somehow. But yeah, this thing is completely bone stock, black interior. Just go ahead and pop the hood real quick. So I'll show you guys this engine bay. This thing is bone stock. Now, sadly, it does have an engine check light. I'll put the code up on the screen for you guys. I think it's like the bank one. It's not getting enough air, but yeah, this thing is completely stock. But I'm gonna throw that quote up. If any of you guys know a lot about these cars and know what that issue is, please let me know. But I am gonna get it checked out by AA Performance, get the rod bearings done on this thing. I don't know, I'm just really in love with this. I never thought I would want a white car. You know, my other car was Interlagos blue, and then my 328 was a bright blue as well, so I never thought I'd get a color like that. Now, the last question I do have for you guys is, should I supercharge this thing? I was gonna supercharge my last one, and I've ridden the ESS supercharged M3. I know when it comes to, you know, performance per dollar, of course it's a bad idea, but it's just something about hearing that V8, hearing blow off sounds, that combination. You know, I would love a little bit more power. 400 horsepower is definitely enough for me, but just a little bit more would definitely be fun. But should I keep this car NA or go supercharger? Please let me know, because this car is bone stock. So right now I'm kind of stuck in a position where it's like I can't do an NA tune because that's kind of a waste of money in buying an intake. I want to go straight to a supercharger or do like an Venturi intake or something. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this car. I did pay $25,000 for it. Is that a deal? 120,000 miles, but $25,000. It's way more than I paid for my last one with way more miles. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you really care, hit that subscribe button. Peace, guys.